How are we doing? Another good day. We're almost through this week, which has been a good, I think, a good week to get into for us. I'm thankful that we have a week of class before the first game week, just to kind of get used to the schedule and get into it. So quite a bit different than how we have been functioning, going meetings in the morning, practice in the morning, come back in the afternoon and get some lift and more meetings. But so this is kind of flipped from that. I'm glad we can get into it. The guys are doing well. This has been pretty flexible, easy group. So we're getting good work done. We are doing probably a third to a half of our practice as game prep practice. And then the other part of it, we're trying to maintain good competition, game situations, clock situations when we are interacting within our team. Anything else?
Do you have any updates or decisions on the scholarship guys?
Oh, let me get my list out. Cole Conrad is getting a scholarship. Luke McNitt, Tyler Hoppus, Connor Ketter, Gabe Ron, and Brett Clausen. Great group of guys. There's actually other guys that are at this point still under consideration. You know, there is a big balancing act between earning it, deserving a scholarship, and then the number we might have available for next year, mid-year. So there's lots of factors that go into this, but these guys are guys that have done a great job in the program and have earned the scholarship.
How about the freshmen? We made any decisions on guys that will or won't?
We're getting closer to that. You know, we'll play it through the weekend, and I think that it's pretty defined. There's still a couple guys that we're not sure about, so I'll try to give you a more complete picture going forward.
In terms of the receivers, you kind of seem to have two groups, one that's more experienced and one that's kind of a bunch of walk-ons. What have you seen, I guess on the scholarship now, but what have you seen the dynamic of the receivers be like this fall camp?
You know, I've looked at it kind of in a group in total. The first guys that are kind of would be our starters, you know, Stanley and DeMornay, and right now J.D. Spillman, and then that next group, and as receivers go, this next group could play a lot. You know, Tyjon Lindsey, Brian Reimers, Gabe Ron has been in that mix. Clausen has been up in there. Am I forgetting anybody in particular? Oh, Connor Young's made quite a few plays. Those guys, all those guys I mentioned after those starters, I think they can go in the games and function well and make plays and know what they're doing. Particularly guys like Brian and Gabe. Connor's becoming one of those. Tyjon is still young and learning, but he's exciting. He is. We've got to basically my message to the coaches is coach this guy and get him ready to play, because he can make some plays for us.
What have your impressions been of the two main backup quarterbacks in recent days, I guess?
To do what?
Your impression of in recent days of the two backup quarterbacks.
You know, interesting deal today. We kept Tanner out of throwing today. He ran a lot of the run plays, a lot of the checks at the line of scrimmage, the alerts at the line of scrimmage, but he didn't throw today, just to give his arm a rest. So that meant, of course, that Patrick and Tristan got a lot of throwing, and I think we have good quarterbacking throughout. Obviously, the youth of Patrick and Tristan come forward. You know, you see it once in a while, but I would say both of them have the ability and make a lot of plays. So what we're doing is looking for more and more consistency throughout. But I like those guys, and I think that they're going to be good quarterbacks and feel good about their growth.
And Tanner, is there any timeline for when he'll be back throwing, cutting loose?
Tomorrow. Yeah. We just thought, we were looking at the number of throws per day over a long period of time. We thought if we gave him today off, he'd practice tomorrow, Saturday, take Sunday off, come back into it. Might be good for him. Just to rest.
You've been dubbed the cool coach now in college football. How you feel about
It's very sneaky.
Yeah, very sneaky.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
The cat seems to be out of the bag though now. You like that, or would you prefer to have that under wraps?
Sneaky. That's the only thing I can say. Next question, please. Now you're making me uncomfortable. Yeah.
Do you know what this offense is going to look like?
Oh boy, Sam, I'm excited, and at the same time, it's one of those things we've got to go out and do it. It's got to be out there on the field, and I think that efficiency is, for me, the number one goal right now. Getting the play, getting the huddle, getting the call, getting to the line, giving yourselves now a good snap. Now let's play. I think that I'm really anxious to see it in a game and be efficient, run action, good third down stuff, good red zone stuff. I'm excited about it, but I also know it has to be out there and be done against other people.
Is the emphasis on efficiency because you feel really good about the playmakers?
Yes, I think that if we can just do a good job, not hurt ourselves, get the ball to those guys, and efficiency with timing, and good, solid, smart protection. All the parts that look like football, but I think we have good guys positioned at each spot. When I look at our split end and those guys that are playing, starting with Stanley over there, I think that's the right guy in this offense to be at split end. I think JD is the right guy at slot back, and Gabe Ron is a good guy with him because he's smart, quick, and I've had both body types be very good at that spot. So, and then I think DeMornay and Tyjon make a terrific couple out there at flanker. So I think those pieces are well placed. We're going to need good ball security from our running backs and good production and good versatility. They're going to have to run and catch. I'm excited about what it could be. Now we got to go prove it.
Any preliminary thoughts on the opponent?
Yeah, I think that historically Arkansas State has had athletes, and they've got this one defensive lineman, number 11, he could break the all-time record, I guess, for sacks in football. Those guys scare me. We've already seen that movie before. And so they have athletes, they have big receivers, they've gotten some good athletic, talented transfers in. The program has historically been very, very good. Blake Anderson is a well-known, good football coach, so it's one of those, we got to play, be good, do the right things to win.
Back to the offense for a second. When it comes to running the ball, what do you think you guys need to do well running the ball? Do you feel like you guys have shown that in full game to your satisfaction?
Well, I think we've been challenged assignment-wise with the defense. We've seen, maybe a good way to describe it is the kitchen sink, and that's good. But I think it starts with that, and then technically, it's a very simple thing, getting the ball past your block. So sustaining your block and staying on a guy. I think our backs can make plays. I think they can run, but you've got to have good assignment football, and then you've got to, be good technically to get the ball past your block.
I feel like your linemen have shown you that.
Yes, I think there's been good indications of that. Now we've had our moments where it hasn't looked great. And like I said, we've seen a lot of stuff, which is what camp is for. My hope is that through game prep and bringing in the inventory a little bit and concentrating on a smaller group of plays, that we will be excellent at that for the game.
Hey, what's the status on Keon Williams?
Keon redid his hamstring. For me, it's an unknown return time. His hamstrings are so weird that we just don't know.
So he came back at some point.
He came back for 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes. One of those things, sad deal. He came back, had worked out on the field. They put him through stuff for 2 or 3 days, gets right back in gear, and it didn't take long.
Was that this week?
Yeah, earlier in the week. I don't remember which day. Gracias. Have a great night.
Thank you.